Also, have Ico. Ico, I know that just recently at Tokyo Game Show they announced the Ico Shadow of the Colossus HD remastered set. Definitely get that. Ico is a great, unique title. It grips you by your heartstrings. It makes you feel all warm inside. You know, all that good stuff. Very, very emotional, good game. On the complete opposite of that, we have Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Awesome game. It was it reminded me of like Spider-Man 2, for example. You had the free roam, you could free roam around and you could smash it. Probably the only good Hulk game that exists, in my opinion. And then we have Indigo Prophecy. This game is very much so like Heavy Rain. It was actually, I think, the same developer, Quantic Dream, made Heavy Rain. This is the first game they made. Awesome game. Kind of falls apart at the end, but if you enjoyed Heavy Rain, get Indigo Prophecy. The first 3/4 of the game, you will be on the edge of your seat. Like I said, it kind of falls apart, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but haven't played Heavy Rain yet. Hoping it's the same as that, but better. Also have I showed this off before, Initial D Special Stage. If you like Initial D, just get this game. That's the end of that. And then we have Jak 1, Jak 2, and Jak 3. This series is very interesting in my opinion because the first one was like it reminded me a lot of Super Mario 64 or like a Crash game or something, in that it was like the open world environment and you kind of go around and you have like certain objectives to complete and then you get stuff for that, and then when you get enough you can advance. Jak 2 was like you were set in like a futuristic world and you had guns and stuff and there was more gunplay and stuff. Jak 3 was more of the same. I didn't really play this, I watched my brother play a little bit of it. So, a good series, I think. I think it's kind of, you know, fallen off. Ratchet is kind of taken over. But Killer 7, man, what a fucking... This game, I might be the only one who thinks this, but it might be in my top 20 games of all time. And let me just break off for a second to tell you why. The gameplay is subpar, and I can admit that. It's clunky, it can be a little bit of a hassle to play. But the story and atmosphere in this game it's dark, it's crazy. It's a Suda51 game, what do you expect? And it's all just like this crazy story that ends up tying itself excellently at the end, and it's just, I can't recommend it enough. Get it on GameCube though if you're going to get it, because the GameCube problems, the GameCube has no issues, while this has some frame rate problems here and there. And then we have Kitty Hearts 1 and 2. No, I'm just kidding. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Never was really able to get into this series. I tried playing through the first one, and I think I got to the part where you play as Sora in Arian's world, you know, the little underwater sea kingdom thing. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I playing this? And then I turned it off, and I recently watched my brother play through Kingdom Hearts 2, so I might pick this series back up. But I would like to see them announce a third one, because right now I don't want to play all these side stories. I hate series that have a lot of side stories when they're not trying to finish the main series. And then we have 4 King of Fighters. You know, I got the King of Fighters on. Got Orochi Saga, got the 98 Ultimate Match, got 0001, and King of Fighters 11. In my opinion, and I say my opinion, better than Street Fighter. At least at this point, I think so. I grew up on King of Fighters. I can't get enough of King of Fighters. I'd always play King of Fighters over Street Fighter. Well, I wouldn't say always, but about 75% of the time I would. I can go and talk about King of Fighters for hours. Then we have Klonoa 2. Yes, this is a kiddie game, but in my opinion, I think it's a game you want to play, like, let's say you just finished, like, a grueling game, like I played, what did I play before? I can't even remember, but I just want to play a game where I can relax and just enjoy, like, a nice story with nice music and, like, nice colors, and Klonoa 2, that hit all the check marks for me. So I've been playing that recently, actually. That's probably the last game I played. We have Lord of the Rings Return of the King, which is another hack and slash, and it's a pretty decent one if I remember correctly. I played this back when the movies came out, which was all the way back in fucking Bumblefuck, now that I think about it. But it was fun. I played it co-op. I think, honestly, if there's a co-op option in a game, I'm probably going to be playing that way because I have so many siblings, as I've said before. Then I also have Monokamiya, and it's sealed, so haven't played it, as you can tell. I have Marvel vs. Capcom 2, one of the greatest fighters in my opinion, and I think just because it's not the most balanced and it doesn't play the cleanest all the time, but it is the funnest. As long as you don't find someone who's like leagues better than you and you're playing with people that are around your skill level, then you will have a fucking hell of a time with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I have Ultimate Alliance 2 as well. Played through this co-op. It's a 4-player, like, not really a dungeon crawler. It's like Baldur's Gate, if I could, compare a game, and or Gauntlet, the Gauntlet series. Yeah, it's fun. It's great. It's what you get, what you expect. That's probably the best way I could put that. Oh hell yeah! I have Melty Blood. This is Actress again. This is the latest edition to come out. It's a special edition, so it comes with a 2-disc soundtrack. I have gameplay videos up on my channel. I'm just gonna say, oh shit, my phone went off. But this is the best fighter I've ever played. I think, pretty much. I just don't even want to get into it. I could go for hours. Let me cut here. My phone rang. Let me see what's going on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Next game on the list, Mercenaries, another Grand Theft Auto style sandbox game with a lot of explosions, kind of like the Expendables, but a game. Let's just say there's explosions, guns, rocket launchers, driving helicopters and shit, blowing shit up. So if that's your kind of game, get this one. Don't get the second one. I heard the second one wasn't that good. Next, Metal Gear Solid 3. In my opinion, the best Metal Gear Solid. I like that you had to change your camo to blend in with the environment. You had to eat and shit, and you just had it was very interesting, I think. And story-wise, not my favorite in the Metal Gear Solid series, but it was damn good. Next, what's this game? Midnight Club 3. I can't believe I actually played this game. The Dub Edition, whatever that means. A racing game where you soup up the cars and have nitrous and NOx and booze like a Fast and the Furious game. I played that back in the day. I think I got it from Blockbuster for a few bucks, which was pretty cool. MLB 07, the show. It's my brother's, a baseball game. What do you expect? Just a baseball game. Mortal Kombat Deception. I picked this up, and I was very disappointed because I'm a fan of the classic Mortal Kombats, like 4. 4 was, in my opinion, even though I think the gameplay was shitty, I loved 4 just because it was like, it had this very campy value about it. And then they come out with this, and I was like, fuck this, and fucking changing styles and shit, what the fuck is this? And then we have Shaolin Monks, which is a 2-player style beat 'em up, and this was fun. I remember playing it a while ago, actually. I should probably go back and play this, but it was decent. You play as Liu Kang and Shanks, the fucking hat guy, whatever the fucking hat guy's name is. I'll remember later. Next, we have all the Ultimate Ninjas. I used to be a Naruto fan, now I fucking hate it. But back in the day, Naruto was decent, I think. But those games were actually very, very good. The thing I said about the Naruto games, was that the series sucks, but at least the games are very good, and that's pretty much held the test of time, I think. Then we have Uzumaki Chronicles 1 and 2, and these were like action-adventure style games where you go around and do different missions for stuff. I think 2 was better than 1, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Start a new pile here. NBA Live 07, another 07 sports game, because 07 was the year of sport games. Neo Contra, I really don't want to say anything about this game. It sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. It's easy, and it's Contra, so you know that's bad when Contra's easy. So Contra's all about being manly and being hard as fuck. Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, another fighter, plays very much in the vein of King of Fighters because it was made by SNK, of course. It has different characters from different Neo Geo franchises, like Metal Slug. I remember they had characters from I think World Heroes was in here. What else was in here? Yeah, there was Samurai Showdown and a few others, but I got that cheap. You can get it even cheaper. I think it's on Xbox Live Arcade now, actually, so I might pick it up for there. We have Ninja Assault, which is a light gun shooter. I'm sure you guys have seen this in the arcades, if you have arcades around you. You're samurais, well, not samurais, ninja samurais, whatever the hell you want to call them. You have guns, which I never knew ninjas and samurais were such fans of guns. Well, I'm sure they're not. That's why that game is kind of absurd. We have Odin Spear. I have not played, so I cannot comment. Okami. This is another Clover Studios game. I forgot that they made this. Stupid me, but a very, very good title, underrated. There's one coming out on DS soon. I think it's Okami Den or something like that. And I enjoyed it. It was decent. I don't think I finished it. I probably should, to pay my respects to Clover Studio. I love everything they came out with, pretty much. This is, I think, one of the first games I actually ever bought on PS2. Is Oni, and I got it from fucking GameStop back when I didn't know any better about the games. And yeah, kind of shitty. Made by Rockstar though, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, and then we have Kitty and Clank. No, I'm just kidding. Ratchet and Clank plays very much in the vein of the Jak games, almost pretty much the same. Because I think the developers they shared a building together, so they were always giving ideas back and forth, and that's why Ratchet plays like Jak and Jak plays like Ratchet. Have not really played these. I've actually watched my brother play these because I actually bought these for my brother, and I said, "You better beat these, or I'm not going to be happy." And I think he beat the first one, and he's working on the second one. So, and of course, I really don't give a shit if he beat the game or not, but he doesn't really beat too many games, so that's kind of disappointing because I'm such a huge gamer, and he kind of sucks at games. Moving on, Radiata Stories. This is an awesome RPG, man. I played this, man, and I don't even know how I got it. I think my brother bought it, actually. My brother used to be a huge gamer, now he's not, now he is, so he kind of goes back and forth. But he played Radiata Stories, I played a little bit of it, but I watched him beat the whole game just because I was more interested in watching someone play it and, giving them tips and stuff than actually playing it myself. But you have, over, 150 people you can get in your party. Well, not in your party, but you can, collect, so you can use in your party. And it's an action-style RPG, and it's awesome. Just play it, man. It can't be more than $20. If it's more than 20 or 15 bucks, you're paying too much. This is, you probably can't see it, but it's Rainbow Six 3 on PS2. I bought this because I think they had a deal at, they were trying to get rid of some used games at my local Blockbuster, which is now closed down, unfortunately, but I picked that up. It's just your basic tactical shooter. You played Rainbow Six. If you played one of them, you played them all. The Red Star, which is this is a beat 'em up, 2D, it's not like 2D, I think it's sometimes 2D, I don't even fucking remember, but it's 2D, 3D, whatever it is, but it's awesome, that's for damn sure, and you can get this for under $10, definitely. This is Resident Evil Code Veronica X. I think my friend gave this to me. It's Resident Evil. I enjoyed the Resident Evil series up till 4. Not to say that I didn't love 4, but I loved 4 as an action game, not as a Resident Evil game, if that makes sense. Have Resident Evil Outbreak. Holy shit, when I played this game, man, I thought this was such a great concept, and I'm surprised more people didn't agree with me. The fact that you take the classic Resident Evil formula and then put 4 people in it, the only thing that sucked about it was the load times, and I would definitely admit that, and this would work very, very well on a modern-day console, such as PS3 or 360, but they closed down the servers on this and File 2, which is the sequel, so no more online and no more reason for me to play it, unfortunately. We have Rez, which is a very, very interesting concept. You play as this guy, this computer program, kind of like Tron, and you go into the computer and you're trying to hack into the computer, and it's like a shooter, like a shmup, and you when you highlight the guys and you shoot them, it makes sound. So the more guys you shoot, you're creating a song. You can create these songs. It's a very short game though. You can get it on Xbox Live Arcade, I believe. I would pick it up if I were you. I'm going to pick it up, and even though I own a physical copy of it. Rogue Galaxy I have not played yet, so I can't comment on. Got it from my friend. Rule of Rose, another survival horror game I actually have not played as well. Hopefully it's as good as Haunting Ground, because it's the same concept. You play as a girl with a dog, and people are chasing you. No Level Grinding Sakura Wars. Have not played this yet, can't comment. Samurai Warriors, another Dynasty Warrior style game. Like I said, I kind of got tired of them. I think this was the last one I bought. Even though Hokuto Muso, which is Dynasty Warriors, Fist of the North Star, that was definitely an exception to the rule.